Hello everyone, welcome to Cracku DLR series. In this series, we are covering 100 plus CAT level DLR sets for CAT 2026, covering easy, moderate and hard difficulty levels. In this video, you will get one complete DLR set and the PDF will be mentioned in the pinned comment. Download it before you start. Pause the video, try solving the set by your own and continue to watch the video. If you're preparing for CAT 2026 and want a serious DLR practice, then this series is for you. And if you want more DLR sets, we have thousands of them. It's very simple, just go to Google and search Cracku DLR Sets.
In this question, we are told that there are 8 gymnastic players. They are numbered from 1 to 8. They underwent a training camp and they were coached by 3 coaches. The 3 coaches are Zena, Yuki and Zara. So let us write it down. We have Zena, Yuki and Zara. All of them coached at least 2 players. Each coach trained at least 2 players. Yuki trained only even numbered players. Okay, Yuki trained only even numbered players. Zara trained only odd numbered players. Okay. After the camp, the coaches evaluated the players and gave integer ratings. The respective players trained by them on a scale from 1 to 7. 1 is the lowest and 7 is the highest. Okay. Zena trained more players than Yuki. So we are told that Zena trained more players than Yuki. What does this mean? The total number of players is 8. Yuki and Zena and Zara, all of them trained at least 2 players. So this would imply that Yuki, for example, cannot train 3 players. Because if Yuki trains 3 players, Zena has to train at least 4 players. And if Zara trains 2 players, this total is coming up to 9. So the only possibility is that either if you're looking at Zena, Yuki and Zara, and we are looking at the number of players that each one of them has trained, it has to be either 3, 2 and 3, this is totaling up to 8, or it will be 4, 2, 2. The reason I write these kind of things is because then it makes the picture clearer in my head. So these are the 2 cases that are possible about the number of players that each one of them has trained. Player 1 and player 4 were trained by the same coach. So that coach cannot be Yuki because Yuki trained only even numbered players. Similarly, that player cannot be Zara because Zara trained only odd numbered players. 1 is odd, 4 is even, so that has to be Zena. So Zena trained player 1 as well as player 4. This is completely done. While the coaches trained player 2, 3 and 5 were all different. So 2, 3 and 5, one of them was trained by Zena, one of them was trained by Yuki and one of them was trained by Zara. If you're looking at the numbers 2, 3 and 5, player 2 has to be trained by Yuki. Why is that the case? Because player 3 cannot be trained by Yuki, player 5 cannot be trained by Yuki. So player 2 has to be definitely trained by Yuki. And player 3 and 5, one of them is trained by Zara, one of them is trained by Zena. So with respect to players 3 and 5, either Zena trained them or Zara trained them. Player 5 and 7 were trained by the same coach and got the same rating. Okay, now if you are looking at players 5 and 7, they were trained by the same coach. That coach can be either Zena or Zara. So let us try to think it through. What are the odd numbers? The odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7. What are the even numbers? They are 2, 4, 6, 8. If you are looking at the players trained by Zara, that is not 1 because player 1 is trained by Zena. It is one of 3 or 5. Either 3 or 5. The only other possibility is that player 7 also has to be Zara. The number of players trained by Zara is either 2 or 3. It is either 3 or 2. But because 3 and 5 are trained by 2 separate coaches and 1 is trained by Zena, this would imply that player 7 has to be trained by Zara. Why is that the case? Because if player 7 is not trained by Zara, there are no other odd numbers left. So the number of players trained by Zara will become equal to 1. But we know that each of the coaches has trained at least 2. This would imply that player 7 has to be trained by Zara. And using this information that player 5 and player 7 were trained by the same coach, it would imply that this has to be player 5 and this has to be player 7. And now the 2 remaining players, player 6 and 8, has to be one of them will be trained by Yuki and one of them will be trained by Zena. So the case we are looking at is this 4-2-2. Again, for you, if you are getting confused, we know that 3 and 5 are trained. One of them is trained by Zena, one of them is trained by Zara. Player 1 is trained by Zena. We know that Zara is only training odd numbered people, and at least 2 players are taught by Zara. So the only possibility is that player 7 has to be taught by Zara, and because player 5 and 7 are trained by the same coach, both of them will be from Zara. And they got the same rating. So if you assume that the rating they got is say A, both of them got the same rating. All other players got unique rating. Let me clear this up. So all the other players got unique rating. What does this mean? The total number of players is 8. So if you are looking at 7 unique ratings, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And the 8th rating is this A. Now if A is equal to 1, both of them would have gotten 1, 1. If A is equal to 2, both of them would have gotten 2, 2. If A is equal to 3, both of them would have gotten 3, 3 and so on. But we don't know what is the value of A. But whatever is the value of A, that number is between 1 and 7, and that is the only number which will be repeated 2 times. Next, we are told that the average rating of all the players was 4. Okay, if the average rating of all the 8 players is 4, the sum of all of their ratings will be 32. This would imply that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus A is equal to 32. Because we have 7 unique numbers, and basically A is one of those 7 numbers which is repeated again. What is the value of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus ... till 7? That is 28. So 28 plus A is equal to 32, or the value of A is 4. So the ratings that 5 and 7 got is 4 each. So this guy got 4, this guy got 4. What are the ratings that the remaining 6 people got? The remaining 6 people got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 and 7. We don't know who got what, but these are the ratings which are left. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Player 2 got the highest rating. So player 2 got the rating of 7. The 5 remaining ratings are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. The average ratings of the players trained by Yuki was twice that of the players trained by Zena. Okay. If you are looking at the average ratings, and 2 more than the players trained by Zara. So if you are looking at the average rating over here, if you are calling this A, this is twice the average of the players trained by Zena. So the players trained by Zena, the average will be A by 2. And this is also 2 more than the average of the players that are trained by Zara. So the players trained by Zara, their average rating will be A minus 2. But we already know the average of the 2 people who are trained by Zara. Both of them got 4 each. So this is equal to 4. So the average rating of the people trained by Yuki will be 6. And the average rating of the people trained by Zena will be 3. Now if the average is 6 and one of them has scored 7, the other person would score 5. We just don't know whether it is player 6 or player 8, but that is 5. So the 4 remaining ratings are 1, 2, 3 and 6. All of them were given by Zena. Player 4's rating was double that of player 8's. What is the rating of player 8? We don't know where is player 8. Player 8 is either with Yuki or with Zara. But player 4 is with Zena. And the rating of player 4 is either 1 or 2 or 3 or 6. Now, if player 8 was with Yuki and if that person scored 5, player 4 would have to score 10, which is not possible. This would imply that this is player 6 over here and player 6 got 5 and player 8 is over here and player 8 also got 1, 2, 3 or 6. So now there are 2 cases possible. Either player 4 got 6 and player 8 got 3. This is one case. Or the other case is player 4 got 2 and player 8 got 1. But we are told that player 4's rating was less than that of player 5's. We know that player 5 got 4. So this case is not possible. So player 4 got 2 and player 8 got 1. So if you remove 2 and 1, the only 2 ratings remaining are 3 and 6, which are gotten by 1 and 7 in some order. Now let us go ahead and answer the questions that follow. What best can be concluded about the number of players coached by Zara? Zara coached exactly 2 players. And they are player 5 and player 7. What is the rating of player 7? Player 7 got a rating of 4. What is the rating of player 6? Player 6 got a rating of 5. For how many players can the ratings be determined with certainty? We can determine the ratings of 6 players with certainty. The only 2 players we don't know with certainty are player 1 and player 7. One of them got a rating of 3, one of them got a rating of 6. Who are the players trained by Zena? Zena trained players 1, 4, this is 3, 1, 4, 3 and 8. Which is option B. I think over here when we are writing player 3 and 5, there was a typo. It is player 3 and 5 are getting distributed between Zara and Zena. So if Zara is getting player 5, Zena will get player 3.
The best way to start your CAT prep is with a high quality mock, and the best price for that is free. At Cracku, you get 3 CAT mocks absolutely free. And this isn't just a trial. It's a full-length mocks crafted by 5-time 100 percentiler Maruti Sir himself to give you real exam experience. You get a detailed analysis of your performance and a video solution for every question. Ready to test yourself? Go to Google and just search Cracku CAT mock test.